Hey friends, it's Mike, that helpful dad, with another video for you on the topic of best streaming TV providers. Now, you know, I've made lots of videos for you here on YouTube about this particular topic, and if it's of interest to you, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you never miss one of the videos. And I want to personally thank you for watching these videos. You inspire me to do more. So today we're going to talk about a head-to-head comparison of Hulu with live TV versus YouTube TV. We're going to talk about a wide range of topics. I'm going to show those to you here. Let's see here. Let me move this out of the way here. So again, we've got Hulu with live TV, and we've also got YouTube TV. And this is about the topic of trying to get rid of cable TV and move to online streaming TV. Now, you know, we're going to talk about the following things today. And this, you know, I love spreadsheets. If you watch my videos, you know I'm always using spreadsheets here. So this particular spreadsheet is a direct comparison of Hulu and YouTube. And it's a portion of a spreadsheet that I have that compares all of the main cord cutting options here. But today we're just talking about Hulu and YouTube. We're going to talk about the channel package options, local channels, DVRs, number of streams, and different customization options. So first and foremost, it's kind of easy to talk about the channel package options because each of them only have one. So with Hulu with live TV, it's $45 a month, and for that you get the following channels. And YouTube is $50 a month, and for that you get 70-some channels. So it's 60 channels for $45 with Hulu, and 70 channels for $50 with YouTube. Now, on the surface, it would kind of sound like maybe YouTube is slightly the better deal right there, but what you have to recognize is when you're trying to stream TV, you want to make sure you're kind of only paying for the TV that you want. So if you're new to streaming TV and you're looking at these two as an option, I would encourage you to go to my website, which is thathelpfuldad.com, and you'll find lots of information on my website. It's all free there, and I've already done this research for you, and you can read it there. So you can get individual reviews of Hulu with live TV, YouTube, and all the other options. You can even watch videos and read articles about comparing them all together. And there's also a very helpful article called 10 things to consider before you cut the cord. And I bring it up now because one of the things that you're going to want to know about is, yes, YouTube has 70 channels, but if they're not the channels that you care about, then that doesn't really matter, does it? So kind of know what channels that you're interested in before you start this process. Also on my website, at the very top of the page, you're going to see a couple things that you can get access to. One of them is this channel spreadsheet. If you like spreadsheets like I do, I've got a spreadsheet that shows you all of the various options and a lot of information about all the channels that are available. You can get that for free if you go to my website and you sign up for my email list, which is also free. And this is one of the many free gifts that you can download there as well too. Okay, so anyway, back to our comparison. So the channel package option, very simple comparison. It's kind of depend on, you only have one package to choose from for either one, whereas other ones like AT&T Now and Sling, they let you choose different packages. Both of these guys let you only have one. And if it matters to you, do local channels matter? You check that in your area, I'm going to show you. So you go to the website, Hulu with live TV here, and you're going to come down to where it says right here, view channels in your area. And if you click on that and you enter your zip code, you can see what local channels and local regional sports are available. So for me, in my area, I would get 2 local ABCs, a CBS, a Fox, 2 Fox sports stations, and an NBC station. So I would get all my locals there. Actually, that I should update my spreadsheet. It is excellent. Look at that, spreadsheet updated. Excellent there. And let's go to YouTube, and we'll go down where it says see all channels here. And we're going to enter our zip code, Tampa St. Pete. It gives us 2 ABCs, CBS, Fox, NBC, and a couple Spanish channels, as well as a bunch of regional sports networks as well too. Both of these are excellent options. I point that out to you because if you look at some other ones, like AT&T Now is good, doesn't have all of them. I don't think AT&T Now has NBC in my area. Fubo has limited options. Philo and Pluto don't give you any. And Sling has terrible options for local TV. So YouTube and Hulu are the best in my area for local TV, but it could be different for yours. So make sure you go to that area I showed you and check for yourself. Again, this is Hulu, view channels in your area. And again, for YouTube, it's also right there where it says see all channels. Okay, so they're pretty much the same on channel package options. They're pretty much the same on local channel availability. The DVR is a separating factor here. So with Hulu, if DVR is even important to you, you could record for 50 hours worth of shows and have unlimited time to keep them there until you run out of storage space. Or you could get an add-on. So Hulu has various add-ons. Here's where you go, click on add-ons. One of the add-ons is called the Enhanced Cloud DVR, and for an additional price, I think it's like $5 or $10, you can get up to 200 hours. Well, YouTube is even better. YouTube's DVR has no storage limits. You can record as much as you want. It's really easy to use it, and you can keep them up to 9 months. Okay, so I would say that YouTube has the better DVR because there's no limits there. Number of streams, this means how many people in your house can be watching at one time. So if you want to watch in the bedroom and someone else wants to watch in the living room or one of the kids' rooms, only 2 people can watch on Hulu at one time, unless you get the add-on, which is unlimited screens, and then as many as you want can watch inside your house, or 3 while you're on the go. YouTube will give you 3 streams. There's really no way to change that, okay? So depending on your needs, at a basic level, YouTube is better, but at an upgraded level, Hulu is better. Premium channels. Hulu is going to win here, okay? And the reason why is because with Hulu, from a premium standpoint, you can add any of the following. HBO for $15 a month, Cinemax for $10, Showtime for $11, or Stars for $9. YouTube doesn't have a lot of options from a premium network standpoint. And this is the additional networks. So for a price, you could have Showtime, Stars, some of these others here if they're important to you, but there is no HBO and there is no Cinemax. So if that's important to you, YouTube is going to be a limited factor there for you. Again, on my website, if you look at the spreadsheet, channel comparison spreadsheet, I have this laid out by every network, including all the premium networks. If you look on the left-hand side here, you can see, okay, and we can see HBO is available on AT&T now. You see that here? On some of the AT&T Nows, it's included. Some of them has a cost. Fubo doesn't give you HBO. Hulu does. Philo Pluto doesn't. PlayStation Vue, which was awesome, is now going away. And Sling does give you the option. No, does not give you the option for HBO, nor does YouTube. So it's really helpful if you know what networks you want, and then you could kind of add them on. Now I'm going to give you another, if you're an Amazon member or you have an Amazon Fire Stick, you can add Amazon channels. And HBO is one of the channels you could add. So, for example, like I have YouTube TV. I can't get HBO off of YouTube, but I can come to my Amazon account and I can just add HBO there for as much as I want it. It's $15 a month to add the channel. And same thing with like Stars or Showtime or whatever what I want there. So if you can't get something on the streaming app that you're interested in, you can just usually add it on your Amazon channel there as well too. And you can add it for as long as you want and then cancel it when you don't want it. So the fact that YouTube or the HBO is not available on YouTube is not that big of a deal if you're also an Amazon member. Okay, back to our comparison here. Sports programming. It's good, but not great on both. And the reason why I say good is, yes, and YouTube has like my local channels, which is great for local sports, and it's got my local sports or my regional sports networks like Fox, Sun Sports. But it's very good if you like soccer. YouTube is great for soccer coverage, and you can also add. There's Fox Soccer Plus, as well as NBA League Pass. I think it may also have NBA TV too. Yeah, it has NBA TV. And it also has MLB Network. But what it doesn't have is the NFL Network. It doesn't have Red Zone and no option to add those. Sling is very good there. PlayStation Vue was good. Fubo is good. But it's kind of the same situation on Hulu. Not great sports coverage. Yes, it has your locals and it has some regionals and it's got your ESPNs, right? And I believe YouTube has ESPNs as well too, right? Yeah, ESPN 1, 2, News U, ESPN U. But there's no NFL Network on Hulu and also no NFL Red Zone and no option to add it. And I don't think they even have like NBA TV. So really not a lot of options there. So it's limited there. But again, You might be able to add some of those as channels on Amazon, or maybe watch them through your phone, or maybe you have another cord cutting option like Sling or something like that instead. So back to our comparison, kids programming. Hulu's going to win on this one because Hulu has all the kids programming, or most of the major networks. So it's got Boomerang, Cartoon Network, all of the Disneys. Remember, you can also package Hulu with Disney Plus now because Disney owns Hulu, so that could really expand your kids coverage there. But it doesn't have Nick Jr. Whereas YouTube TV is a little bit more limited. There's no Boomerang, there is Cartoon Network, there is some of the Disneys, but there's also no Nick Jr. here too. So it's going to be limited. It's going to be a victory there for kids programming. Although I should point out to you that one of the very popular cord cutting combinations is YouTube TV plus something called Philo TV. And on my cord cutting spreadsheet, if you look at Philo, it's 57 channels for $20 a month. Let's just actually pull Philo as well too, and you can see the kids network coverage on Hulu. You'd be able to get Nick Jr. that way, as well as some other channels there that are popular. So that's just kind of a side note right there. Again, that's the great thing about cord cutting, is you can mix and match what you want. You're not really locked into any one thing. And remember, you're not locked into any contracts. You can try something for a month, move to something else, do whatever you like. Comedy programming is really limited on both. Better options for comedy is going to be something like AT&T Now, or Sling is also very good for comedy. News programming, again, you have to just kind of go through the network to see what kind of news channels you're interested in. If it's major news like Fox News or CNN, you're probably going to get that from both. But if you want like specific news coverage, you're really going to need to do your own research or go to my channel comparison spreadsheet, and I've got all of the channels listed right there, even some obscure news networks, and you can see them for yourself. And I'll just point out to you, like Sling, which is another streaming option, they actually have something called the News Extra package here. Let me show it to you. Yeah, you can add extra networks on for $5 a month and kind of customize that. So just as a side note right there. Finally, we go to lifestyle programming. This is things like whatever you're interested in, HGTV or Bravo Network, things like that. It seems to me that Hulu has a little bit more diversity in that regard. And again, you're going to want to see what's interesting to you, whereas YouTube, it's somewhat limited in terms of those lifestyle networks. I would encourage you to look at those for yourself and see, or again, go to my spreadsheet and you can kind of check that out for yourself. International programming, really limited for both. They have some Spanish channels, Telemundo and things like that, I believe, on both of them. Yeah, both of them. Not great Spanish coverage. Really better options there is going to be AT&T TV Now or Sling TV. Those are your two best for international coverage. And that's beyond just Spanish. I mean, I'm talking about real international programming. Finally, free trial. It's pretty much the same for both, 7 days for both. Sometimes YouTube will run a 2-week trial or even longer. You have to just kind of look on that and see on their website. So what's the bottom line on these? Both of these are really good options. They're some of the most popular options that are available right now. The limiting factor with both of these is that you just can't customize them very much. It's not like you can customize a Sling or an AT&T Now or a PlayStation Vue when it was available. So what you're going to have to do here is find out, which package you want, and then if you want to add on, you'll need to add on something to your Amazon channels like I showed you, or even maybe another service like Philo. But that's the bottom line with both of these. If I had to pick between them, I would actually pick YouTube TV. In fact, I'm a current YouTube TV prescriber. I used to be with PlayStation Vue, but that service is going away, so I've now switched over to YouTube TV. I would go with Sling, but Sling has terrible local coverage, and so I'd like to see my locals without having to use an antenna. That's just me. But that's another topic for another day. Again, if this was helpful for you, I'd ask that you please like the video, maybe leave a comment if there's something I missed out, or if you have feedback to share, I'd love to know what that is. And of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss one of these videos when I send it out for you. And make sure you go to my website, thathelpfuldad.com, and download all of these things, which is all free to sign up for there. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.